Hey everybody, Sarah here. So today we're going to do an extra special book review. I wanted to do this review in November so that I can give this book away in December to somebody who will hopefully also give it away as like a Christmas gift, because it's honestly such a cute book and I think that I'm going to have to buy it for my niece and nephew as well. So buckle up, I'm super excited about this. But before we do that, I'm going to give away last month's book. If you recall, this was last month's book and it didn't get the best review. If you'd like to see that, you can go up here. And there was really only 2 people who commented who wanted to be in the draw, so instead of pulling out of a hat today, we are going to flip a coin. If you guys follow my other channel called Joy Princess Sarah, you will know that I love Pokemon. If you see this back here, you know I love Pokemon. But I have this Pokemon coin. So we're going to put Frankie as Pikachu, and Tessera, Craft, and Lackluster Gaming is going to be the Pokeball. So whoever lands up is the one who is going to get the book. All right. Oh, okay. I'll just let it do its thing. Hold on. All right, Pika was up. So Frankie, if you would like this book, you know where to find me. Frankie has won a couple things in the past, and I think I still have your address. But just in case, if you do want this book, go ahead and shoot me an email, Frankie, and I'll get this book out to you. The next thing I want to do is quickly thank Reptilinks for helping to support this channel financially. If you want to use my code, it's SarahSnake27 at their checkout, reptilinks.com, and that'll get you some money off. And I also get a little money out of each purchase when you guys use my code. And that goes straight back into the channel along with everything else. And that kind of reminds me, I also want to thank all of our members. I actually have you guys in the list in front of me, so thank you, Frankie, again. Frankie, Goans 1, Beta Zero Sept, Ember, Danelle, Sarah, Keel. Can't read my screen very well, but Grace, Montosaurus Rex, Zoe, Casey, Jelly Dots, Melissa, Raoul, Blacktongue, Amy, Bridget, William, Robert, Other Amy, and April. Thank you guys so much. Some of you guys have been here for 9 months, which is the longest that anybody's ever been here, and that's been since month 1. So to all of you who recently joined, thank you so much, and to people who have been joined for a long time, also thank you guys so much. Don't feel bad if you can't contribute financially to the channel. That's perfectly fine. But if you would like to join, it's $2 a month, and you guys get your own exclusive content every week. I make a whole video for the members every single week that's completely separate. It's not usually an educational thing. I leave the educational stuff for the main part of the channel, since that is kind of the purpose of this channel, is to educate about corn snakes. But if you want a little extra fun stuff and you also want to help financially support the channel, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is also just super thanks. If you don't want to do a monthly contribution and you just want to give me a little hey thanks tip, there's a super thanks button underneath that you can do that. But if you don't want to contribute financially, or you can't, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't take away from what you get in the channel. I also want to mention I have a website, sarahsnakeshop.com. Everything on there is going to be 10% off from now until December 15th. If you use the code XMIS10 on my website, I have a lot of snakes available on there. I have the books available on there, my 2 corn snake morph books that I wrote. I also have corn snake t-shirts and masks, and anything like that might make an amazing Christmas present. I also am going to have a Christmas bundle available for anyone in your life who really likes snakes. So you will, if you purchase a mask and t-shirt, you get a notepad for free that has sticky notes and stuff on it. I absolutely love these notepads. I've been using it to keep track of like my snakes records and stuff. And on top of that, if you will also get a free tie-dye color if you order just a regular t-shirt. If you want a tie-dyed t-shirt, the tie-dyeing will be free during this time. So you can just go click on the bundle, purchase it, and if you do want your shirt tie-dyed, just let me know. Send me an email and I will tie-dye them to any color that you like. Now on to this adorable little book. So this book is Carmela the Corn Snake, The Big Move. I think this is amazing for any kid who is going through any kind of change in their life. And I'm not going to judge this book the same way that I would judge most books, because for one, it is a child's book. Like, we're not expecting it to be like really informative. So like I said, it's not going to be judged exactly how I would judge other books in this series. I will go ahead and say that the grammar and everything is perfect for someone who is young. There's a lot of things in this book kind of in the background that are a little bit more complex that little kids might not be able to read. But if you're wanting to get your child to learn more about snakes and these complex words, this is actually a great way for a lot of those things to be learned. And there's also some very subtle genetic stuff in here that I think would also be really important if you have someone young who is kind of getting into breeding corn snakes. I know a lot of my viewers have kids, and those kids help out with the snakes or just like handling the snakes or what have you, or have projects of their own. And this would just be an awesome book, I think, for them to learn about genetics a little bit. It's not super genetic heavy, but there is a nice like selection of characters that all make a lot of sense when you consider like their morphs, and I'll go over that. So when it comes to the way it reads for the target audience, I'm going to go with 9 out of 10. It is a little bit more advanced, but it is definitely great. I think younger kids could probably read the majority of the stuff in it. So 9 out of 10, still great score. And I'm obviously going to go ahead and say, is it as advertised? Yes, it's obviously a child's book. It's also going to get a 9 out of 10 in that category. I hesitate to give a lot of things a 10 out of 10. This is a slightly more advanced book than I would say for like little kids, but also another problem you might have is if the kids are a little bit too old, they may not want to read it because a lot of it is very simple. So it's kind of in this weird balance where it's amazing, it's great, it just like isn't quite, it doesn't quite fit in the like for little kids or for slightly older kids. It's kind of in the middle there. So 9 out of 10 for that as well. Now, normally the last would be, or is the information accurate? However, this isn't so much about whether or not the information is accurate, it's more about the story. However, the information that is in it, as far as how to care for snakes, is actually really accurate. It talks about how snakes will brumate in the winter, and that just opens the door for a parent to maybe teach their child what brumation is. It has some genetic things in it, like I said, so there's ultramel, gold dust, butter, caramel, this whole sort of family of snakes that is moving. It represents what we would actually see if we were breeding these mutations. There are 7 characters in this book. There's Grandma, Grandpa, Mom, Dad, and then the 3 child snakes, and Carmela being one of those 3, the main character. Carmela is a gold dust, and she has an amelanistic and a butter sibling, as well as a caramel dad and an ultramel mom. So I think that that's really cool that they just sort of added all that in there, because that is the kind of breakdown that you would get if you did pair those 2 things. And there's also Grandma and Grandpa, which are a wild type, and as another caramel. It's really cool to just sort of see the differences that you can have in one family of snakes, and that again opens the door for a parent to maybe teach their child about very basic genetics like that. So when it comes to like the accuracy of information that is provided, that's going to get a 10 out of 10. And this obviously, it gets a really wonderful score for what it is. This is going to be like a 9 out of 10 overall score. And this is not a super long video. It doesn't need to be. This book was very short, very easy to read. And the art is honestly really cute and really great. I just love the art style. Like you can just see this here. Where you can see Carmela talking to her mom and her mom giving her a hug. It's just a very, very cute book, and I just highly recommend it for anyone who has a child who likes snakes, or if you want to maybe get your child more familiar with snakes. Again, this is an amazing book, and so I am looking forward to giving this away to someone next month. Comment down below and your name will go in a hat or a box or whatever I have to be chosen to get this book for free. And if you don't win, I still highly recommend buying it. Like I said, I think I'm going to buy this book for my niece and nephew. I have a new nephew on my husband's side who was just born this last year, and already had a niece when I married into their family. So I think that they'd really like this book, and their parents aren't super into snakes, but it's still the concept that counts, and I think, again, it's still a very cute book. I will be buying another copy of this. It's a very, very cute book about Carmela the corn snake needing to move to a different place because her dad got a new job, and it's just a very cute, heartwarming story, and it's simple enough that children can understand and learn how to handle some big emotions, and I think that that's really important. Thank you so much to Allissa, Reimer, I believe that's how you pronounce that, for writing and illustrating this amazing book. It's really great. At the end of this month, we are going to be doing one more book review and then give away this book. And then in the month of December, the majority of that is going to be updating on corn snake prices, which is something I did last year. And it's just something I kind of want to continue for every like end of the year sort of December thing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in a new video soon.